Okay, this will be an interesting one. If we can make it look good. Don't know how big we're going to make this. Maybe 141.4. The nerds will inherit the copier world. Oh yeah, they will. Mark my words, they will. No two ways about it. Okay, let's see what this one's going to turn out like. Maybe make it look really good. It is a plastic bag New York boutique. Okay, I love New York, as a lot of people have said many times. They love New York. Well, I'm hoping to go to New York with my future husband Luigi, and it's going to be fun. I'm sure we're going to enjoy ourselves there in the Big Apple. So we're just going to do a demo, which has a little bit to do with New York, however distant it may be. So yes, New York. What a great city it is. I just wish I could go there, but I'll get to go there with Luigi. It's not an easy city to navigate through, but this looks shit. You can't see the word, much of the word New York. It's not an easy one to do. So we're just going to put it within the A5 area, New York. But New York is, I'm sure I'll enjoy it. A lot of copier culture has existed before in New York. I don't think there's much of it now, just like there's not much of it in Sydney, where there used to be that sort of stuff a while back. Photocopier art was popular in the 90s and the 70s, and basically, yeah, a lot of it was happening in New York from what I know. This doesn't look too good either. This is not looking good, folks. I'm not doing a very good job of this. This is not easy. We're going to just got to put it within the A5 area and try to shuffle it that way. But yeah, it'd be a great city to visit, even without the copier culture that it used to have. It's a shame it doesn't exist anymore, virtually, from what I heard. There's no such thing as Kinko's in the US. And Kinko's was a company founded by how should I put it, an American. Now that looks good. I think we could use that. We might have to enlarge it a bit, get down that way and a bit that way. That looks good. Got my hand in the image, which I like. So let's just put this aside. I'll reuse that bag. I'm not going to throw it away. It's too good to throw. It's not good for the planet to throw away too much plastic. We've got to try our best to reuse our plastic as much as we can. So now we're just going to take this and we're going to enlarge it a bit. I'm going to try and work out, I have to do it this way, which is a nuisance. Trying to see if we can put it within the A5 area, and that'll make it look good. So we're just going to put it within the A5 area. Just taking a bit of a punt here with the positioning. So we're going to make it A5. So the horizontal is going to be 141.4 that way, and the vertical, I don't know if it's going to be the same. We're going to leave it at that. See, we're going to take a punt. We're going to try, and we're going to set this up to do two colour. Make this into a dual colour job, because the hand will be coming out in colour. So let's see, black and red will be the first one. Let's see if we've done this positioning and this enlargement properly. Just trying to be intuitive about it as much as I can. I don't feel like fiddling, but sometimes fiddling can make things better than, yeah. But anyway, that's interesting. There's not much in the way of, there's a little bit of red here and there. For some reason it's there. The hand doesn't look red. I think we set this up badly. So we're going to have to enlarge it more to get the composition looking good. So now we have to make the vertical. The vertical is going to be perhaps 180%. I'm going to make it 180. And I think we forgot to set the rest of this up. So we have to go here and we have to change things around. Like this is way too light, so you can't expect much to happen there. I'm going to make it more contrasty. I don't know if my hand is going to show up as red, but it normally does. Maybe a bit of extra this and this, I think sometimes helps improve things. And then we're just going to go here and see. I think we got it set. So now let's try it again with our new settings, our new enlargement setting. So let's see how we go. So yeah, a bit of New York. Well, it's just the name of a shop, New York Boutique. I don't know whether it has its origins in New York or whether it's just a name. Basically, yeah, there is a little bit of red. It's not much. You just make out little flecks of it there and there, funnily enough. That looks like a better composition. I'm wondering if we're going to do it in dual colour or if we're going to change it. But it still looks like there's not much colour in it, just little flashes here and there. Wondering if again I might darken it a bit more to show more, hopefully just, fuck off Konica Minolta and your fucking user interface. This causes me so much grief sometimes. It's so annoying when this user interface goes for a bit of a roll. It's really pathetic. It's not good, Konica. It's not good for it, Konica Minolta. Fuckwits. Okay, let's see if we can get this fuckwit machine to do a better job. So for some reason it didn't come out all that well. The hand seems to be more black and white than most hands that I get in the picture, so this isn't the greatest dual colour I've ever done. It's a very subtle, if anything, so you can see a bit more of the red just there. I think the word boutique is starting to light up a bit like a neon light, just a little bit. New York and neon indeed. So I'm wondering if we're just going to call this a subtle mirror image. So we're going to make this, I think that's going to be our centre. So we're going to make that our centre. It's not the greatest colour-wise, dual colour. I've never seen such a weak dual colour as this. I mean, one of them. I was hoping that moving the word New York around would produce colour, but it didn't produce enough colour to make it very obvious. It's only a very subtle amounts of colour. Then you got the yellow. So there's the yellow version. Looks a bit more prominent than the red. So maybe the other colours will just make it look nice, but this is a very subtle. This is probably the most subtle dual colour job I've ever done. No, we don't need to make two copies. We've got to do it one by one because we've got to get the colours, separate colours. So now we're just going to switch to mirror image. And we're going to do our cold colours. So we're going to start with black and blue. This will probably be very hard to see, the blue in this. It's such a darkish sort of colour. So let's see if we've made the blue look nice. You can just make it out, especially in the word boutique. So we're just going to put it up there. I'm just going to get our green one printed off. So we're going to go black and green. Green's probably a little bit more easier to see than the blue. So let's see how we go. Okay, this is our green. You can just see the green in the image. So now we're just going to lay them out in the pattern that we got here. So we're going to make this New York look interesting. It's interesting the way the colour is just so subtle. It's just so weak. There's just not much colour, but it still looks nice. It's a little bit different to most of my other dual colours, but now when you put the image together, you can actually see the colours, and boutiques become the centre of the job. But of course you can just see the word New York, so I think now we can call this New Yorkian demo on Australian soil. Quits.